Oh, is this seat taken? Is this seat? Can I? Okay. Sorry. The BBs chose a table with just one chair, which is weird considering how many of them there are. Anyway. Hey, BBs, how you doing? How's it going? Hi. Sorry I'm late. I was running a little bit behind. Bumped into a dude who wanted me to teach him how to throw down. It was a hero. So I had you know me. I can't say no to a hero, you know. So I showed him a thing or two, you know. I taught him some stuff, so I'm still in the armor. But don't mind me. How you guys doing? I'm sorry I'm late. We in a pile. That's what you guys look like. You appear to be in a pile. I've never quite seen such a pile of owls before, but yeah, it's good. It's good to see you. We can fight Wild Dio. Not you guys. I was training an actual hero. You guys are my little BBs. You my silly BBs. Now we just need an explanation on why you got so many dates. I asked the BBs if they wanted to go out on a date. And the BBs showed up. That's all. I'm not bothered with all those cuties. Who doesn't want to be in an owl pile, you know? Who doesn't want to be in a pile of owls, you know? It be like that sometimes. It be like that when it be like that, especially when it be like that. But, you know, for those who might have got the invitation but might be new around these parts. Hello, my name is Pallas Athena. I am the god of wisdom, warfare, handicraft, guardian of heroes, protector of Athens, and the happiest boy in all of Olympus because I'm here on a coffee date with my lovely BBs. Oh, and it's nice. It's a nice place. You picked a nice place. I'm impressed. I wasn't sure you guys, you know, like I said, let's go on a coffee date. I wasn't sure where we'd end up. This is a nice place. It's nice. You got good taste. A group of owls is in fact referred to as a parliament. That is true. I need all the coffee because it's 3 a.m. for me. Oh, damn, Avery. That is heckin' late. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you joining me today. Thank you. I hope you guys had yourselves a good day. I am... I'll be honest, I'm a little anxious. I'm a little anxious. I'm a little excited. Today's a big day, and it's a big day because I actually left the treehouse. Look at us. We're out on a date. You guys actually joined me. That's crazy. I am terrified. It's not often that I leave the treehouse. It is difficult for me to get out of the treehouse every once in a while. So I might be in the process of dropping bricks in my pants right now because I am pooping bricks. The outside world kind of freaks me out, kind of scares me, but I'm glad that you could be here with me, hanging out here, having our coffee. Oh, actually, hang on. There's my coffee now. Nice. Thank you. I love your tie. There we go. A flipped coin. Heads gives worships to Apollo for beautiful sun to work on my tan. Tails goes to coffee dates to annoy Athy with my picture of Rick. Guess which one it landed on. Wild. It's decaf. No, I actually got myself a nice thing of chai. I got a medium chai. What did you guys get? Did you order anything? While I was you know running a little bit late. What'd you guys get? So far, so good. No peeing, no pooping in the house. Puppy has been going down for naps easily. Knock on wood. That's good. We like to see that. A macchiato. Very nice. Would you perhaps order a Roy Chiato? Because it's like a macchiato. Sorry. A frap? Oh, nice. Strawberry lemon boba. Ooh, lovely. Boo! What do you mean, boo? I come here of my own free will. I come here to sit down and have a cup of coffee. Cup of coffee in the morning with my babies. Cup of coffee. I sit here in this humble establishment of my own free will, terrified, because I don't like going outside, terrified, but I sit here and you boo my amazing jokes. Well, I see how it is. I didn't know it was like that. Then we'll just sit here in silence. Okay, I can't be silent. You guys know me. Anyway, okay, so let's now that we're here, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. Do you see it? There's a very large elephant over there. Its trunk is huge. It has tusks. Is it supposed to have tusks? It's so hairy. Are elephants supposed to be hairy? Who let that in here? Oh, there it goes. Remarkably quick for something that big. There it goes. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. That was weird. They look gray because of dust? I did not know that. That's cool. Anyway, yeah, so I'm a little anxious. I don't leave the treehouse often, but I feel like having a conversation, right? A conversation about stuff that we usually have a conversation with might kind of help put me at ease. So let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I know it. You know it. I think it's time we had a conversation about it. It's a serious topic. I think it's important that we address it out the gate. Me and you, we're mature adults. We can handle it. Did you know that Jeff Bridges did not like the way he looked in Tron Legacy? That's crazy. Wild Dio even. Oh my god. Oh my, that is wild Dio. Wild Dio to me. Craziness. Yeah, so I was watching this interview recently with Jeff Bridges, and he was talking about how, first of all, Jeff Bridges is like, my man is at least 70. Okay, and let me look that up to confirm that. Jeff Bridges has to be at least like 70 years old. He's 75. Jeff Bridges is 75 years old. My goodness. For mortals, that's a long-ass time. That is a long-ass time. But it's a good-ass time. You wanna know why? Because not only is he the dude from Big Lebowski, not only is he Ironmonger from the first Iron Man movie. You're welcome, other MCU villains. That's the level you have to reach. Not only all that, but he's Kevin Flynn. That's my guy. You know? God damn. So like that was impressive. So he did this interview recently. Wild IO a million times. I don't know what you're talking about. So he did this interview recently where he, again, 75 years old, right? And so he goes, yeah, so we were, he's like, somebody asked, like, I think you might be said you might be the most, like, scanned, like, actor in all of Hollywood. And he goes, yeah. And he said it in the Jeff Bridges, yeah. Right? Yeah. That's how Jeff Bridges says, yeah. Flynn! Am I still to create the perfect system? Yeah. That's how he says it. Yeah. Alright, so they're like, you might be the most scanned actor in all of Hollywood. Yeah. Right? And he goes like, "Did you like the way? Like, do you like the de-aging effect in Tron in Tron?" And he goes, "Yeah. So we were doing Tron 2. What was that one called?" And the guy goes, "Legacy." He's like, "Right, Legacy." And I'm like, "Oh, my heart! Jeff Bridges has reached the point where he does not remember Tron Legacy's title. Oh goodness me." Oh, goodness me. To be fair, it is Tron 2. You can call it Tron 2. It's fine. We all understand what Tron 2 means, you know? But, yeah, we were doing Tron 2, and I didn't like that they made me... I didn't like the way I looked. I forget who he said. He said, like, some person. Like, he looked like some person. And then they showed a picture of the guy, and I was like, yeah, he do kind of look like that. But to be fair... we try not to remember Tron Legacy. What is it like to be so incorrect? Like, I'm the god of wisdom, so I don't know these things. So what is it like to be so incorrect and try to actively forget the greatest film ever made? Like that, like, what is that like? That's interesting. Like, I don't have a frame of reference for that. So I don't know. Cloudy, thank you for the super. Palace Athena, watching you, he, ha, ha, ha. Wait, what do you mean? I'm scared. Don't make me scared. We're all sitting together at this table. I don't want anyone to think that we're weird. Despite the fact that you are a group of owls sitting on a chair. Like, that is a thing. Don't be evil laughing in the chair. You're a pile of owls. You're gonna scare the normies. You must be silent. I kid. Thank you for the super, Cloudy. Thank you. I try to remember Tron Legacy. That soundtrack's a banger. Oh, 110%. I'm too big. I'm under the chair. Understandable. But anyway, so he talked about how Jeff Bridges was talking about how he did not like the de-aging effect in Tron Legacy, and I was like, you know what? I always kind of liked it. Right? Like, I always liked the de-aging effect because, like, they're in a computer program, you know? So, like, of course they're gonna look a little, like, I don't know, like, digital? I don't know what other word to use for it. It never really bothered me. Plus, we get regular Jeff Bridges in the movie as well, so I don't know. To me, it never really bothered me. So, Athena, what's it like going on a date with Rick? I am not on a date with Rick. I am on a date with my BBs. Uncanny Valley? Yeah, Uncanny Valley is not quite the word I was thinking of, but, like, yeah, I can see for some people, like, it could look a little Uncanny Valley. For me, I just meant, like, they're supposed to look a little CG, right? They're in a computer program, you know? But I do that is my guy. I can't be upset with Jeff Bridges, you know? That's ultimately his decision. If he didn't enjoy the way he looked, that's fine. I will say, in the same interview, I heard something a little disappointing, a little sad. But again, the man's 75 years old, right? You know, some leeway must be given. Apparently, Kevin Flynn, right, Jeff Bridges' character in Tron, not in this upcoming Tron Ares film. Like he is, but he's mainly, like, they said, like, you have a cameo in this upcoming Tron Ares film. He's like, yeah, Tron Ares. Right? And so I'm like, okay, so he at least knows where he is, right? But they said, yeah, that... Oh, hang on, I dropped my pen. But yeah, they said that he, the interviewer said, like, so you basically have this, like, cool cameo in the movie. So I'm like, okay, so so we're not getting Kevin back. Like, Kevin is in it? Like, Kevin is in it, but he's not... like, he's just a cameo. And I'm like, okay, they're doing something different. And I'm actually okay with that. I am of the opinion that as much as I love Kevin Flynn, I do think that the story can continue without him. It is called Tron. It's not called Kevin Flynn, you know? It's not called Flynn. The film series is called Tron. But even then, we don't really have much of Tron yet. We don't know whether Tron is in the film or what's going on with him after the events of Legacy. Like, we see, you know, Rinsler revert back to being Tron when he falls into the sea of simulation. So I don't fully know what the deal is with that, but that was a little disappointing. I can't think of another series where like the original main character is kind of regulated to like a cameo, you know, like in the next film. Like that's odd to me. One can actually be older than me. It always reassures me. Well, I'm sure you all will be happy to know that I'm like 2,506, I think? I don't quite remember. Once you hit my age, it's hard to remember. Yeah, 2,500 something. I think 6. You know, somewhere around there is the current age of Yagata wisdom. But anyway, like I was saying, I can't really think of another franchise where the main character is regulated to a cameo role in the sequel. I'm not sure necessarily how they're going to handle that, or like what the role of Kevin Flynn is in this movie. I have ideas, you know. I had my fun, gonna jump in the pool. Enjoy your coffee date, guys. If you're still going, maybe I'll rejoin the stream. Bye, guys. Bye, Matt. Enjoy the pool. Goodbye, Matt. Goodbye. Amazing you didn't turn to dust yet. It's amazing what godly genes will do, you know. As you can see, hang on, if I close my eyes, you can see it. As you can see, I do use a little bit of the old eyeshadow. But for the most part, this is all godly genes, you know. This is all just God power. This is where it's at. This is the good stuff. Oh, it's all in the genes. The denim. It's all in the denim. Let me ask you a question. What's Mario's favorite article of clothing? Denim, denim, denim. Denim, denim, denim. I'm sorry. I knew you'd do it. I had to do it to him. You know I had to do it to him. Help! What do you mean, help? You know I had to do it to him. Sometimes you gotta hit him with the denim, denim, denim. Denim, denim, denim. Listen, sometimes you gotta hit him with the denim, denim, denim. Denim, denim, denim. Sometimes you gotta hit him with the dad jokes, okay? I was a dad. I had a daughter, Ericthonius. I was a dad. People forget that. Yeah. It's true. Former leader of Athens. Harry ended up being very proud. Very proud. I was a dad. Okay, Grandpa. It's true, I was. I had a daughter named Ericthonius. She had unfortunate bestial lower half. She was part snake, but that's okay. We don't address it. I have a long history with snakes. You know? We got a proud peepaw. I am a proud peepaw. I'm old. I'm old, Gandalf. I may not look it, but I'm beginning to feel it. Like butter scraped over too much bread. Does that make you a great-great-great-great-great-grandpa now? I don't know what that would make. Essentially, what ended up happening to Eri is after taking care of Athens for such a long time, they ended up turning her into the constellation of the Chariot. So she's up there right now. My girl Ericthonius, my daughter. But yeah, so every so often I think about the fact that the gods turned my child into stars. So that makes Thanksgiving a little difficult. But you make do. You make do. And that's why we can sometimes do a nah. That sounds like the Feeny call from Boy Meets World. Feeny! Feeny! Hey, ow! Yow! Ataraki! Hey, what? Hey! Ow! Dude, let's go. They're staring. BBs, they're staring again. Don't mind us. Don't mind us. A lullaby for my owls. Yeah. No, you don't have to call the police. It's fine. It's fine. I'm a god. I'm a god. Yeah, Pallas Athena. Yeah. Yeah, you've probably heard of me. Yeah, I know I'm not a girl. Yeah, I know. I know. Eat your biscuit or whatever that is. Sorry, babies. Sorry. Well, some kids nowadays dream of being stars. Not that kind of stars. It's true. I don't think that they full on wanted to be those kinds of stars. But it is true that they do about some of the youngins desire to be stars. The gods turned my grandfather into a pickle. Funniest shit I've ever seen. Damn. Wild though. I mean, at least you could say she lived as she died. A star? Alright. Athena being a girl was a misconception. Well, apparently it was reality. See, I had my history rewritten by a very crazy woman who previously lived in a cave and talked to 2 sock puppets. I was once a girl. However, my history was rewritten, as well as most of the Olympian gods, so that all of our genders were incorrect. I believe it's some sort of fan fiction, and now I was once a woman, and now I am a god man. Apparently, I don't know. I've always known myself to be mask presenting. So this is news, you know, that was news to me when the mortals are like, you're supposed to be a girl. I was like, what? Wild though. The Erichthonius I know is a cute ginger, and I kicked his ass. Bet. I don't know the reference, but it sounds fun. From stardust we come, stars we become. It's true. You are technically made of the same atoms that cooked and ignited in the Big Bang and then spread out across the galaxy. So technically speaking, mortals, you are all stardust. It's true. It's definitely fun. You escape the period cramps. Yeah, that's true. I do be escaping those, and quite frankly, good. I don't want to be having those. I will say, my goodness, some of the discourse I've seen recently around periods has been very interesting. Also, not a dirty word, fellas. You can say period and period cramps. You're not gonna get cooties or whatever. You can talk about it. It's okay. Like, my goodness, the way some dudes behave. I don't want to go buy my girl pads. That's gross. Brother, she probably buys your boxers and shit. Like, she probably buys your toiletries. It's just fucking toiletries. Like, just get her fucking pads, man. It's not a big deal. That shit bothers me. And also, I'm trying not to swear as much. I apologize. I'm trying to be more idly. So I just realized I swore. Trying not to swear. Boop. Quarter in the swear jar. Quarter in the swear jar. With wings, please. What kind, though? You want barbecue? You want honey garlic? What kind of wings you want with your pads? Yes, I know the meme. Do you want to try? I need somebody to practice casting these cramps on. I'm good. I'm good. It's toiletries. It's just toiletries. It's stuff that you need because that's just how the body works, you know? It just be like that. So many guys are so scared of periods or anything to do with them. As a guy with 5 aunts, 2 sisters, 12 nieces, it's just a body function, fellas. That's what I mean. It just is that way. I don't understand. And the reason why I saw this, oh, do I even want to talk about it? Is this, am I allowed to talk about this? Am I allowed? Is this allowed? Is this allowed? Fuck it. Let's talk about it. Okay, see, this is where I'm like, how do I talk about this? It's not the period element of it. I'm like, that's not what you guys know I do be your ace god. So I'm like, how do I talk about it? How do I bring this up? Okay, so recently there was like a little crisis stream with Vox in it. I was not watching live. I saw the clip later. It might be. It might be related to that random. It might be. And so I was just like perusing Twitter, right? Perusing the Bird app or whatever we're calling it now. It's still the Bird app. I don't care what that idiot says. It's the Bird app. So anyway, I'm perusing the Bird app, scrolling, right? And I see a clip from Mayoshi. I'm like, there's my Kamiyoshi right there. You know, that's my guy. Perusing Twitter, aka looking into the eye of the abyss, pretty much. So, Vox being himself again, I would say. It's true. And they were talking about fine dining, if you will. So some fine dining, some delicacies on display. Maybe with a little bit of fine dining with a little bit of added ketchup, shall we say? Perhaps there was some fruit punch, some red fruit punch in there. You know what I'm saying? Some fine dining with some red wine, if you will. And man, the reaction to that was weird. I thought it was funny. I was like, yeah. Listen, fellas. Edward Cullen would do it. That's all I'm saying. Ew! I realized what I said. I was like, wait, that's not what I meant. I'm just saying, you know Edward and Bella had an unspoken agreement, right? I can't claim ownership over this thought, like this thought exercise. I won't say who came up with it, but somebody came up with it. Someone we know came up with the idea of Edward going to Bella and be like, Bella, were you about to throw away that tampon? I don't think so. That would solve everyone's problems. It would. You put it in ice, and then it turns into a lollipop. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that like, it would be fine. What do you mean, Athy? What do you mean? Where am I incorrect? Where am I wrong? I am not wrong. I am not wrong. Do not boo me. I am correct. Do not boo me. Okay? Do not boo me. But yeah. I just don't know how, what it is about the VTuber platform that brings up these topics. It's funny, don't get me wrong. But I'm always confused how we get there. Honestly, Dipper, an amazing question. I don't know how we constantly get here. Finally got my order. Hell yeah, Orion. Those are some cursed lollipops. Listen, Edward Cullen be munching on the cursed lollipops, okay? He can't be munching on nothing else, if you know what I'm saying, because he got them fangs, so that probably wouldn't be too good. He'd be spelling the alphabet with his tongue, you know what I'm saying? Ah! Stop speaking, Anthony. Stop speaking. Stop speaking words. Anthony, stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive. Logistically, you're not wrong, but on every other level, yes, you are wrong. What do you mean? I'm trying to work on my thesis with this stream in the background was a big mistake. I'm sorry. I just realized what we might be talking about, and all I could say is to that was holy bollocks. Listen, I'm just saying that, like, we're all adults here. Twilight would have been fixed if Edward had the forbidden lollipops, you know? I'm just saying. All she'd have to do is throw it in the freezer, you know? If Charlie asks questions, just say, like, don't worry about it, it's a science experiment, it's for school, you know? And Charlie, he's the kind of dad who wouldn't ask questions, right? He'd be like, whatever, right? Like, Charlie wouldn't give a fuck, you know? I'm just saying, I'm right, okay? I am correct. I will say, though, I did see some people... Oh, the chai is good right now. I need to go back for seconds. All I'm saying is I also saw some people get, like, upset about it. I won't say who, and I won't say specifics, because I don't want to, like, be mean to anybody. You know that we try to keep things pretty positive around here. But I did see some people being like, he should apologize. Vox should apologize. That was offensive. What is offensive about fine dining? What is offensive about taking one for the team? What? Not even taking one for the team. He enjoys it. He enjoys it. Others might too. I fail to see. He enjoys it. Vanta enjoys it. I fail to see the problem. Point me in the direction of the problem. I saw some people say it was misogynistic. There is nothing misogynistic about making sure that that girl has a great night. That's what I'm saying, okay? That's where I get upset. That's where I step in, okay? What is incorrect about fine dining? What is incorrect about making sure that your partner has a great night? You point me in the direction where it becomes a problem. See, Thorn gets it. Thorn understands. People coming into chat, yes, this is the Athena channel, you are not lost. What do you mean? Sorry. Apologies. No, please stop trying to call the cops. Barista. Hi, barista, hi. My BBs, they get carried away sometimes. You know, I apologize. They're taking it too far. Forbidden lollipops? Miss Barista, I apologize. BBs, control yourself. Come on, this is a public setting, okay? A public setting. Behave. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Behave. Bad. That's a bad BB. I'm so sorry. It won't happen again. I'm sorry. Thank you. No, we don't need, maybe if we want to order something, we'll come up. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're doing a great job. Anyway. What do you mean you're biting ankle? That wild dial. As long as both people are agreeing, you do you, boo. 110%. You know? I like when people were going at Vanta and Vox, blew my mind. I was like, hun, have we officially lost the plot? What are we even talking about right now? We are officially going cuckoo bananas if we think that man needs to apologize for speaking his truth. Wild though. That is truly wild, Dio. We are not changing the subject. In fact, how dare you try to change the subject? Paying my coffee tab before the topic gets even more wild, Dio. We are not. Listen, I am not changing the subject. We will talk about this. This is where we are. This is where we are now. You know where you are with. You know where you are with floor collapsing, falling back and forth, and one day I am gonna grow wings, a chemical react. I actually can grow a wing. Yeah. I have a wing. Can't see it very well. I'm a one-winged angel. People forget that. People forget I'm a one-winged angel. I'll be walking into the cafe like... Okay, no. Sorry. Luckily, I'm home now and I live alone. Hell yeah! Now you can play the stream full blast. Let everyone know! Cafe! Edward Cullen ate the forbidden lollipops. Yes, you on your tablet. Yes, he did. And now you know. Anyway. If we get kicked out, take us to Chuck E. Cheese. Hell yeah. I'm a barista on my lunch break. Very happy I've remembered my headphones today. We just shouted, "Coffee!" Coffee with extra sauce. Yeah, Edward got that coffee with that extra sauce. You know what I'm saying? Do not try and change the subject! You will allow me to talk about this. You will allow me to talk about forbidden lollipops and coffee and fucking coffee with extra sauce, okay? You're acting more wild. You will allow this to happen. Do not tell me when we are done. Eat it like groceries. What? How? There's a like. Eat the booty like groceries. Like, how does that song go again? Like, I don't remember how it goes though. Ironic we're having a Twilight conversation while I'm playing Vampire Survivors. So how goes the reduced caffeine? Not great. Not great. If I die of laughter, it'll be this man's fault. I'm just here existing in my space, you know? We didn't even get to like, we only got to like 2 of the topics that I have for today. I've been so adamant about like, we need to talk about the forbidden lollipops, right? Okay, let me ask you this. I shouldn't ask that. I thought about it, and even for me, I'm like, no. No. Hold. Figured I should jump in while hanging around. Hell yeah, welcome in. No, we're not gonna bring that up. Is that bad? Do you think they already have their Red Wings? Like, the way they were talking? I'm just saying. Like, that's... I'm just asking the questions that we're all thinking, okay? I'm thinking out loud. You know? I'm Ed Sheeran up in this bitch, okay? I'm thinking out loud. You know? That's it. Of all the things to talk about with periods, why lollipops, though? Because it's hilarious. Do I even want to know what you've had rattling around? Because my word, it's just, you know, we're just having myself a chai, a cup of chai here. Everything's fine. Yeah, they don't really sound adult enough to chime into the conversation if that's how they see menstruation. Wait, what are we talking about? Now I'm confused. This is honestly the kind of unhinged convo I needed today. Therapy through hilarity. Thank you, I try. My point is to be here. My point is to be here to make you guffaw. You know? I am here to make you laugh and chuckle and forget the world. And if this conversation is helping with that, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. I don't know what I was gonna say. I was trying to think of something poetic. You are good BB. Good bird brain, and I am proud. Now let's go back to talking about forbidden lollipops. I'm just saying that, like, I feel like a lot of the bad guys in the Twilight franchise could have been appeased with some forbidden lollipops. That's all I'm saying. I feel like Dracula. Easy fix. 100% cloudy. 100%. And Rice wrote that already? Wait, is that a thing? Wait, does that already exist? Nita, welcome in. I guess humor is at least a step in the right direction. Better than not talking about it or stigmatizing it. Exactly. Misery does love company. We're all in it together. We're all in it together. How did we get here again? I have no idea. I have no earthly idea. Oh, enjoy the birthday pregame. Let's go. And happy early birthday. 2 weeks of counting. Happy early birthday. That's not all. It was GL. They shared the sauce with each other. Get out of here. Really? See, now this is... Now we have somebody out here cooking. Cooking! Anne Rice absolutely wrote a scene about it. Forbidden winged snack. Stop. Oh my god. 2025 is year, I say. We need more top quality Yuri. That's what I think. The red snack. The red snack. Listen, I'm Ace. I don't really do that. If I did, and my partner requested it, I see no reason why not to. I fail to see I fail to see why not. If my partner requested of me, and if I were a person who cared about that type of thing, I see why not. I see why not. Care for your partner. It's called care. And then don't forget aftercare as well. Because a lot of y'all forget about that kind of thing. I've seen a couple good GL animes. I haven't really seen a whole lot of GL anime now that I think about it. Bloom Into You is the one that always jumps to mind because that one was really good. And I thought they were going to make one of the characters Ace, but they didn't end up going that direction. We need more Yuri on Ice. Yes, we do need more Yuri on Ice. We do 100% need Yuri on Ice. The closest we've gotten to Yuri on Ice is I haven't finished it yet. I liked the messaging of this show. It was called Fuchan really liked it. What the hell? Medalist. That's what it was called. So happy to hear. As an Ace myself, hell yeah. Listen, we be out here. Listen, like, as an Ace person, there's, I do be out here, like, still being, like, if I were, I don't see why you would not do that if your partner asked. You know? Bye-bye, Jordan. Enjoy your Pokemon. Enjoy Pokemon Scarlet. Have fun. Go forth. And have fun. As an Arrow person, I love y'all. Hell yeah. Every Ace person I know is unhinged, and you're just proving this more. I have no problems admitting that I do be a little bit off the deep end sometimes. That's fine. You know. My favorite is I'm in love with a villainess. It's an Otome Isekai. Oh, you reminded me of what is it? What is it called? My Next Life as a Villainess, right? Like, that is, like, Bacarina, yes. Like, My Next Life as a Villainess is so good. You want to know why? Buy Harem. Buy Harem. I want the girls to win. I'm gonna be real. I want the girls to win, and then some of the guys get together. That's what I want. That's what I want. And then I want Keith to end up with nobody. I hate Keith. He's the worst one. I hate Keith. If you've seen My Next Life as a Villainess, you know, you probably know, I don't like Keith. I hate Keith. I liked him for a long time, and then he got really annoying. I mean, you're not supposed to consume blood, aren't you? If my partner asked it of me, I would fall on a sword. I would jump through. Listen, BBs, if you asked me, I wouldn't know, because again, I'm your hikikomori god. I do be out here just in my room all day with no partner to speak of. But if I did have a partner, right? I did once upon a time. We don't talk of Medusa. It's a sore subject. But if I did, If Medusa asked, I would fall on the sword. If the BBs asked, I would leap into Tartarus itself. So why the hell would I not get some wings if it was requested of me? That seems very, like, incredibly less intense than falling on a sword or jumping into Tartarus. I wouldn't want my partner to get a tummy ache. That would worry me. Valid. That's valid. Consuming the amount of blood in question will not hurt you. It's true. Yeah, that would not hurt you. You would be fine. Alexander, hello. You are walking into a strange conversation. Suki, likewise. You are walking into a strange conversation. I mean, going to the store is a real adventure. It's true. Get headphones, you're gonna need them. I feel like New Carnival needs to be an anime. I don't know anything about New Carnival, unfortunately. Yeah, prepare. No, okay. Let's very quickly right the ship. We're gonna right the ship. That guy over there is happy. The guy with the phone who keeps trying to call the police. I feel like this monster wants to eat me because of the vor. I like this monster wants to eat me because of vor. Understandable. Again, I've heard Stranger. We have certainly, I feel like even on this channel we've talked about Stranger. You know. Anyway, let's try to right the ship. We're gonna turn the ship around. Right? All I'm gonna say is I think Vox is correct. I think Vanta's correct. I think most men, ironically enough, need to grow a pair. That's all I'm gonna say. Now we're gonna right the ship. We're gonna right the ship. We're gonna turn this bitch around. We're turning it around. Turn the ship around. And we're gonna talk about Tron. That's right, we're going back to Tron. I have good news for you Tron Legacy fans out there. I have good news. I heard some news. Gather in. Come closer. Closer. Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle. Tron. Talk about Tron. Come closer. Is that a new perfume? Smells like... What is that, lavender? Have you been using my candle? I smell lavender and honey? Have you been using that wisp of wisdom? Out of curiosity, who did buy my candle? I know some of you did. I know some of you did. Who did? Who did it? Who did it? Anyway. Put that to the side. Putting that to the side for a moment. Have you played Kingdom Hearts before? Did you like the Tron parts in it? I love the Tron parts in it. I think the Tron parts of Kingdom Hearts are if that's somebody's only knowledge of Tron, I'm actually okay with it because I think they handled it really, really well. And yes, Jesse, I am very excited for the new Tron film. I am very excited. Can we still buy it? Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Hang on. Let me bring up After Midnight Candles so that I'll throw a link in there. Yes, you can still buy it. Man. AM Candlery. There they are. After Midnight Candlery. I'll send you the link where it's straight up to the like straight up to the candle. Niran, top tier. Absolute top tier. Lovely to work with. Adore them. Let's see. Oh, maybe you can't. Maybe you can't buy them anymore. Man, let's see. Well, maybe. I think they might be gone. They might be gone. Yeah, I'm scrolling. Oh, nope, there I am. Hey, let's see here. Does that take, does this link take you? Hey, I'm checking my phone. Checking my phone. Uno momento, por favor. Yes. Okay, this still takes you there. Okay. There you go. You can get yourself. You can make yourself smell like me, with a little wisp of wisdom there. Anyway, as we were saying, the emotional roller coaster. I know. Yes, I'm sorry. As we were saying, Tron Legacy. I know a lot of you guys are big Tron fans, or at least like to hear me ramble about Tron. And Tron Legacy is arguably the greatest film ever made. And as you know, Sam and Cora, the main characters from Tron Legacy, not in the upcoming Tron Ares film. This could be focusing on a couple new characters. We got Julian Dillinger, son of Edward Dillinger from the first film. At least presumed son. Possibly grandson, I don't know. I think it's his son. So Julian Dillinger is in this film. Ares, the titular Ares, he is a program that seems to have broken out of the grid and managed to get into the real world. And a couple other characters. There seems to be like some police character. She's going to be important as well. Anyway, Sam and Cora, not in the film, right? The main characters from Legacy, not in the film. However, we have seen some post-production filming taking place where we see Sam's bike, the bike that Sam uses at the beginning of Tron Legacy, and we have found out through a panel that Garrett Hedlund, who plays Sam, recently confirmed that if Tron Ares does well, there is already a script for Sam and Cora. Now, I don't know what, a script means. It could mean, yes, they're going to be in Tron Ares. If it, a Tron Ares sequel, they're going to be in the post-credits. They're going to be getting their own film. I don't know. But I think, personally speaking, if I was Disney, this is how I would handle my franchises, right? Focus on Tron for a little while. Let's focus on Tron. Forget Star Wars, forget the MCU, focus on Tron for a little while. Not a long time, I'm not saying forever, maybe a couple years, focus on Tron. Then, you bring the MCU back, and you put Tron to the side. No Tron projects for a little bit, put it on the shelf, don't worry about it for a while. Focus on Marvel for a little bit. Then you take Marvel, you put that on the shelf, and then you focus on Star Wars for a little while. A couple new movies, then you take Star Wars off the shelf, put Star Wars back on the shelf, and then you put Tron back up there. And you just and you cycle through, right? Don't constantly just bombard your viewers with content. That's why Star Wars is kind of a mess right now. That's why the MCU is kind of a mess right now. I don't care about either property, really. I am very unimpressed with the content that I'm seeing. It's not to say it's all bad. Controversial opinion, I like Rey. You know, it's I have little to zero interest in Star Wars at the moment. Why did the candle blush? Because it saw the matchstick undress. Why did the candle blush? Because it saw the matchstick undress. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, they overmilked it. That's my problem. If I don't beat the dead horse, how will I make infinity money for a very short period of time? That's true. Cop the candle and the car diffuser so Athy can come on field trips with me. Hell yeah, Thornton, let's go! Yeah, I just, we got to the point... Okay, look, I am a fan of this character. I want to emphasize that. But we got to the point where the MCU put out a series called Werewolf by fucking Midnight. Regardless of quality, what the fuck are we doing? Regardless of quality, what are we doing? What are we doing? Right? When you start to get to that point, I'm like, okay, hold it back. Hold it back. You should realistically have 4 films. X-Men, Avengers, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man. Those are your 4. You want to include Daredevil in something? Throw him in Spider-Man. Right? I advocate heavily for a complete reshuffle of the whole thing. Just throw the whole thing out with the bathwater. right? Like, just throw the whole thing out. Brand new actors, just fucking start over, right? The only way I will... there's only a handful of actors that I will be like, yes, they can stay. Like, the Fantastic Four, we just got them. Fantastic Four can stay. Tom Holland, he can stay. Tom can stay. Charlie Cox can stay because he's the best Daredevil we've ever had. He can stay. And Doctor Strange can stay. Everybody else, hard reset. I do not want this man. I do not want Hugh Jackman, the Jackman. I don't want him to constantly be Wolverine forever. He's allowed to have other projects. For God's sakes. I do not want him doing this till he's 90. Till he's 90. I don't want that. I hate multiverse shit. I hate multiverse shit. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. The only time it's ever worked is twice. Ironically, both Marvel projects. Worked with Secret Wars in the comics, and it worked with Miles Morales. Every other time, completely pointless. Completely takes me out of a film.
Oh, but Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to play Doctor Doom.
I don't care. If anything, I'm unexcited because he's in it. If anything, I care less because Robert Downey Jr. is in it. If anything, it made me care less. It's nostalgia bait. I'm sorry. I pitched this already. I think, like, the end of this movie should have, like, Reed Richards wakes up in, like, this bold new universe. And he's one of the few characters who remembers the old MCU. But he wakes up, and we see Johnny Storm. Like, I didn't come up with this. I saw it in a YouTube video for the record. But Johnny Storm flies through New York, bumps into Spider-Man, and Spider-Man, that's right, Tom Holland, already teaching a young Miles Morales the ropes, or rather the webs. And we see we see there's no Avengers Tower. It is instead Avengers Mansion. We go inside. Captain America's throwing the shield. He turns around. Boom. It is not Chris Evans. T'Challa's there too. Not Chadwick Boseman. Right? Like, unfortunately, not. Like, that is our guy forever. I know. But you need to hard reset these characters. New Iron Man. New everything. Like, all new, all different Marvel. Right? Like, all new, all different. Just throw the whole thing out. Just throw the whole thing out. You know? That's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But that's just like my opinion, man. That's just like my opinion, man. A hard reboot. I think a hard reboot. Personally speaking. But can we have Mary Jane as Venom like the comics currently? No. No. No, we cannot. I refuse this. We are not allowed to have MJ Venom. Hard pass. Hard pass. Zendaya would probably stay if Tom Holland is staying. Like, if Tom Holland stays, you probably have to keep like the Spider-Man cast, you know. It's very good though. I'm sure it is. I don't care. The only comic book stuff that I care about right now is Absolute Batman and Ultimate Spider-Man. Outside of that, I don't care, and even then, I barely care. Like, my focus right now. You know what I like. You know what I love. Tron! I like Tron. I like Power Rangers. I like Lord of the Rings. I love all my goofy shit. I am just, you know what I like? I like when a series is coherent. I like when a series is coherent and easy to follow. I like when a series has sequels that you can watch and you're like, this takes place here and then here and then here. I like when a series just has this to this to this. This to this to this. Doctor Who is actually a pretty good example of a coherent series. I know some people would be like, what? this to this to this to this to this. Everything that's supplemental is supplemental. If you want it to be canon, it's canon. If you don't, it's not. Doctor Who is the best because everything that happens in that show, if you want it to be canon, it's canon. If you don't, it's not. And you can just ignore it. You know? I love Lord of the Rings. Me too. Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson's film trilogy, even The Hobbit. I love it all, right? My favorite Lord of the Rings character, Maithros, from Silmarillion, and I haven't even read Silmarillion properly. I've watched a lot of TikToks on Silmarillion because that book is about as dense as a university textbook, but still damn good. When you read passages from it, you're like, damn, this is the shit. The only character in Lord of the Rings I don't like is Turin. Turinbar. Turin is a dummy. Turin is a dummy. Dummy! Yeah, dummy. I like the Barbie movie, and I feel like it would make for a good sequel. I think inevitably you'll get Barbie 2. I think that probably will happen. It was really popular. I'd be surprised if it never got a sequel. But yes, you know what? Okay. I've said this before. What would you recommend reading the book or the movie first for Lord of the Rings? Movies first. And I'm sure some people are going to be like, what? Movies first? Because the books give you way more detail. So those details missing might upset you in the movies. So I actually recommend watching the movies first. Barbie 2 would focus on Alan or Glorby? Movies make it so much more approachable first. Yeah, movies is definitely the way to go. Book needs more attention span. The book needs, Gloria. Like Gloria X Barbie. Okay, I see. The book requires a lot of your attention. The book is a dense project. Like, the book is a lot. Like, hang on. I have it on my shot. Let's just flip to a random page. We're just going to flip to a random page. I'm just going to read you what this reads like. But now in the western battle, Fingon and Turgon were assailed by a tide of foes, thrice greater than all the forces that were left to them. Gothmog, Lord of the Balrogs, High Captain of Angband, was come, and he drove a dark wedge between the elven hosts surrounding the King Fingon, and thrusting Turgon and Húrin aside towards the fen of Serich. Then he turned upon Fingon. That was a grim meeting, and at last Fingon stood alone with his guard dead around him. He fought with Gothmog until the Balrog came behind and... Hey, yo, what? What did he do? Until he came behind with a I can't, okay, my ace mind is making this dumb. Until a Balrog came behind and cast a thong of fire around him. Then Gothmog hewed him with his black axe, and a white flame sprang from its helm of Fingon as it was cloven. Thus fell the High King of the Noldor, and beat him into dust with their maces, and his banner blue and silver they trod into the mire of his blood. That's what it reads. For the record, Fingon's that dude. Don't let that make you think Fingon is not that dude. Balrog, it's only the third date. Oh my god. Balrog, please. Balrog senpai, yamate. I just went to the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures, and they have the OG Tron suits, which look so weird. Ever been? Did you see the that one first? So I've never been to the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures, so I've never gotten to see that. However, hang on. Nose is a little stuffy. However, I have the first Tron I watched was the original Tron. I did not start with Legacy. I watched the original Tron first, then Legacy. Although, if people ask me which Tron do I start with, I usually say Legacy. Not because original Tron is bad or anything, but because, like, it's a lot. It was basically like what was it, like 81? Hang on, when did Tron? 82. It's aged, you know? Like, if somebody can't handle that, I don't fault them, right? That's a lot. That's a lot to do, you know? I don't fault anybody for not being able to handle OG Tron. Oh, no, you're all good, Dipper. You're all good. I would love an Athy audiobook night. Listen, if I could, you know what? I will say, like, there are audiobooks that I would love to read. Hang on. Let me look up one right now. I know there's one that I can look up right now. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna see if you guys know what this is. In my younger and more valuable years, in my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me, just remember all the people in this world who haven't had the advantages that you've had. He didn't say any more, but we've always been unusually communicative in a reserved way, and I understood that this meant a great deal more than that. In consequence, I'm inclined to reserve all judgments, a habit that's opened my mind to many curious natures to me, and also made me the victim of not a few veteran bores. The abnormal mind is quick to detect and detach itself to this quality when it appears in a normal person. And so it came about that in college I was unjustly accused of being a politician because I was privy to the secret griefs of the wild, unknown men. Most of the confidences were unsought. Frequently, I have feigned sleep, preoccupation, or a hostile levity when I would realize by some unmistakable sign that an intimate revelation was quivering on the horizon. For the intimate revelations are usually plagiaristic and marred by obvious suppressions. Reserving judgment is a matter of infinite hope. I am still a little afraid of missing something if I forget that, as my father snobbishly suggested, and I snobbishly repeat. A sense of the fundamental decencies is parceled out unequivocally at birth. It is Great Gatsby, yes. It's the Great Gatsby. It is Gatsby, yeah, Gatsby. Niren, we were just talking about you. Hi, Niren. I feel like you know I was already pouring candles out right now. Just poured yours that came in. yeah, we were like, I was already saying, like, by the way, if you guys bought my candle. I was like, I totally didn't know because the candles I just had. Yeah, I was like, yeah, we were just talking about it. Everyone say hi to Niren. Yeah, we were just talking. We were just talking about the candlery. The candlery. That's a fun word to say. Candlery. But yes, I have wanted to read some. I have wanted to do like a reading of The Great Gatsby because Gatsby is technically public domain. So I have wanted to do an audiobook for Gatsby because again, it is public domain. So it is something that I would be like allowed to do. I got my Athena candle last week. It's so good. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yay. Yeah, Niren does great. I've never read it, so I totally listened to your version first. Athena, old sport, how you doing? He's the man who fixed the, well, I forget what it is. Fuck, I can't remember. He fixed it? Fixed it. The end of Gatsby is like haunting, by the way. Like, hang on. This isn't like, this will be a vague spoiler, but it is like the end of Gatsby is haunting. Hang on, I gotta find like the last part. It's Gatsby believed in the green light. I don't know how to say that word. The orgastic future. Orgasm future? The orgasming future. That year by year recedes before us. It eluded us then, but that's no matter. Tomorrow we will run faster, stretch our arms further, and one fine morning. So we beat on, boats against the current, borne ceaselessly into the past. Fuck! It's like haunting. It almost like, it makes me so sad. Like, it's such a like, oh. Also, for no particular reason, might I just add, fuck Daisy. Might I just add, damn, that's wild, bro. Might I just add a quick, fuck y'all. Fuck all the characters in Gatsby. Just as a quick aside. Might I just add a quick fuck everybody in Gatsby. Breaks my heart. And that's why it's so good. Exactly. That's why it's so good, though. All my homies hate Daisy, for real, for real. Yeah, fuck Daisy. Fuck everyone except Gatsby and, yeah, Gatsby and Nick. Fuck everybody except Gatsby and Nick. Was that his name, Nick? That was his name, right? Hang on, I have to look that up. Yeah. Gatsby, Nick Carraway? Yeah, Nick Carraway. I typed in Gatsby, and the first thing that comes up was so I typed in Gatsby Nick, and the first thing that pops up on Google is Gatsby Nick gay? The rumor come out. Does Nick Carraway is gay? First of all, yes. I think my opinion, right? Now, of course, mind you, as a BL connoisseur, I might be reading into things a little bit. But I always read it that Nick absolutely fell in love with Gatsby. And I think Gatsby did love Nick. But Gatsby was so focused on his ambition, right? He was so focused on Daisy and getting everything on the green light, right? He was so focused on the green light, he couldn't let himself be happy, right? Like, he couldn't let himself be happy with Nick. So to me, it is doomed out. Should I write this in my notes? You guys know I keep notes of which topics we like. Should I write this in my notes? Fucking Great Gatsby. Like, I'm gonna throw that into BL. We're gonna throw that into BL. It's not necessarily Gatsby. It's more so BL. We're gonna throw that into BL. Because I was like, is it Gatsby? Is it Gatsby that we're getting excited about it? That we're getting excited about, and that people are coming in, or is it BL? So, yeah. For anyone who's curious, the good now there's more good topics than bad topics now. Tron, Power Rangers, Lord of the Rings, VTubers, and BL. I have to lurk while I work on fixing cafe fixtures, but know that I'm going wild over here for this literature club. Hell yeah. We're chatting literatures. What are the bad topics? WWE and wrestling. Unfortunately. WWE and wrestling, unfortunately, are considered bad topics. Yeah, it just tanks. See, it's happening right now. I look. I was like, see, I went to go look, and it's happening right now. That's crazy, wild day. Yeah, you meant it's like just immediate punishment. We need a Yowie tier list. I did do a Yowie tier list. I think I did. Did I do a Yowie tier list? I'm almost positive I did. Let me go double check. I'm pretty sure. You forgot Harry Potter. Harry Potter, it depends, right? Like, if I am doing my usual, like, dunking on Harry Potter, then the viewership does well. But if I'm talking about Harry Potter just generally, Not good. Not good. Hang on, let me see. I think I did a BL tier list. No, I did. Yeah, I did the. No, it was the husbando stuff. I don't think we ever got around to doing a BL tier list. This might be something we have to do. I thought I did though. I thought I did. Maybe it's time to do another one. The vid title? I'll just drop you the link to the husbando tier list. Hang on. Where is it here? I'll just drop you the link. There you go. So, that was an edited video, which I would like to eventually get back to. But yeah. I swear I thought I did. Maybe I must not have. You know what I think happened? I think it was on the purple site. So it's like lost to time now. Mods, we got link spam and chat. Mods, you did, but just anime, and it was more so, does your anime need more BL? Oh, that's what it was. It was on the purple side. Okay, thank you, Melissa. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that's something we'll do. Like, we'll do Athena's definitive BL tier list. Maybe we'll do that next week. Mods, ban the streamer. Mods, remove their balls. Mods. Mods, put their balls into a blender. Remove their balls. Put them in a blender. Mods, confiscate their pinor. Turn it into salami. Chop it up, put it on sandwich. Feed it to them. Mods, could we make salami? Mods, salami sandwich? Is that possible? With a side of no thanks. I already had balls. Damn. You're a masochist, are you? Yes or no? Sometimes. Testicular torsion. Mods? Testicular torsion? Mods? Testicular torsion? That's above my pay grade. That's valid. That's valid. Content creators are all masochists. The question wasn't yes or no. Oh, you're right. It is yes or yes. Yeah, okay, yeah, you are right. Yes. Yes, I think to some degree. To some degree. I'll do it for free. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think to some extent all content creators are slightly masochistic. I think I could be a bit of a sadist, honestly. If you've seen me play Minecraft, you know that is true to an extent. You know I can go a little bit intense with it. Yeah. I do be going a little bit far with it. I will say, sorry, just to kind of circle back to Tron, because I saw it on my, like, I'm crossing it off my list, but I was like, I didn't even really finish my thought there. So, if we get a film, right, with Sam and Korra in it, like, if we come back to Sam and Korra's story, what is that even gonna be, right? Because, like, Korra, oh, hang on. Y'all have fun. The date is over for me. I need a nap before the BBs do the snap. I'm not paying, by the way. What? You're not paying? Then who's going to pay this bill? Can't be me. I thought you guys were paying. Wait, who's paying? Wait, hang on. Who's paying? Who's... Who's paying? Oh, Melissa's paying. Okay, bet. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, Melissa's paying. Don't worry. Melissa's paying. Fine, here's my share of the tip. Ah, Holly, thank you for the soup. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna throw down Monopoly money and run. I think that's the best way to do it, Dipper. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's how we grow. That's how we get out of here. Just got paid, I can cover you? Hell yeah, let's go, Ryan. Hell yeah, look at the BBs coming together. Look at you guys. So proud. So proud of you. I am so impressed. Drop the Uno reverse card? Damn. I thought we go dishwashing altogether now. Yeah, we all just be like, we can't pay our tab, so we're all going to do dishes around the cafe until we've paid off our tab. Thank you. Anyway, circling back to Tron. This whole stream has just been circling back to Tron. I wonder what that film would be if they did do like essentially a legacy sequel, right? Because obviously we're getting Tron Ares, but if we got like a Tron Legacy 2, right, where it's like Sam and Cora, like dealing with the aftermath of whatever happens in Ares, and because if you remember at the end of Legacy, Sam is in charge of NCOM, so like I do kind of wonder like what he would think. There's no way that he doesn't have some impact on what's happening, right? Because like I think the initial film he won't have an impact on because it's probably all going to happen very quickly. Like the invasion is probably all going to happen like really fast, so he's not going to have much time to really interact, right? But I do think that Sam and Cora will ultimately have to do like something in the sequel, and I wonder if it's going to be Cora trying to like track down Ares, right? Because if you remember, Cora is an ISO. Cora was not a program that was created by a user. The ISOs just kind of popped into being from the Sea of Simulation in Heaven's Grid, right? So they weren't even really supposed to exist. Like ISOs are just kind of an accident of sorts. Like they just kind of happened, right? So ISOs were Kevin's gift to the world, right? ISOs could theoretically, they have in their DNA the ability to cure disease and to like reshape the human understanding of biology, right? Biodigital jazz, man, right? As Kevin puts it, biodigital jazz, man, right? Like, so that was supposed to be the idea, but obviously in Ares, seemingly it's just our regular world, so that never happened. So what have Sam and Cora even been up to? Maybe they're still traveling. Maybe this is shortly after Legacy, after all, and they've just been traveling the whole time, and Sam has no idea about any of this. Like, Sam and Cora are just not in the city when all this is happening. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that is my daily dose of Tron for you. That's your daily dose of Tron. Athena will shut up about Tron for the next couple minutes. For a few minutes, I will now be quiet about Tron. I apologize. I just get excited. You know, I just get excited. I really like Tron. I get excited to talk about Tron. That's right. Thank you for letting me ramble about Tron. But only for a few minutes. We will eventually go back to Tron. The other thing, if you're Canadian, you probably watched the game last night. If you're Canadian, you probably either love the Leafs or love to make fun of the Toronto Maple Leafs in the NHL. But oh my god, I'm not going to go into sports really, because I can already imagine this is not going to be a very big topic. I just wanted to talk about the fact that they got their heads kicked in through their ass. That shit was vicious. That's all I'm going to say. I just had it in my notes. I was like, why would I have this in my notes? The BBs do not watch the NHL. Come now. You know what I do have in my notes that I do think you guys know? I recently rewatched a film that I remember like not liking that much, but I walked away from it actually really enjoying it. That is The Mockingjay Part 1. So the third Hunger Games film. I remember not liking that movie a whole lot when it came out, right? Because it's really slow, and like there's not much action in it, and it's a much slower burn. Upon rewatch, I actually think Mockingjay is a really good movie. Like I rewatching it, I'm like, okay. Like the whole time I'm like, damn, this is like a really politically charged film, but it's not boring. Like it's not boring like I remembered it being. I was like, this is really fun. Like It used to be my least favorite of the 4 Hunger Games movies, although I guess now there's 5 with an upcoming 6th film. But I was really, really impressed. I was like, oh my god, this is really good. 10 out of 10, no notes. I was really surprised. The Hunger Games in general really holds up. Like, rewatching it recently, I've been, like, rewatching the movies, not, like, all at once, just kind of, like, here and there when I get the time. And it's really good. Like, I forget sometimes how good these films are. Like, Jennifer Lawrence, like, obviously she ended up being, like, a shit ton of movies, and we saw her all the time, and it became that kind of, like, that Chris Pratt element of, like, he's in everything, right? Like, she started to be in everything, and it kind of got annoying. But she is so good in Hunger Games. Like, it is, like, she's so good as Katniss. Like, her acting is so good, and she really, like, shows you just how broken Katniss is as, like, a character by the time you get to Mockingjay Part 1. Like, she is destroyed mentally at that point, right? If you had to choose which district to live in, which would it be, or would you choose to live in the capital? Oh, I would live in the capital, right? I want to wear the crazy wigs and the crazy fashion. I would definitely live in the capital, right? I'd feel bad about it, but I would live in the capital. I do get why you think Mockingjay Part 1 is the least of the 4, well, like, of the 4 movies, right? Because, so, like, they did the thing. Also, hello, Evan. How's it going? They did the thing that every YA film series did around the... Oh, you're all good, Joy. You're all good. They did the thing that every young adult film series did at that time. Take the last book and split it into 2 for maximum profit! Like, Harry Potter did that. Twilight did that. Hunger Games did that. Divergent tried to do that, and then they canceled it. That sucked. But, like, that was, like, the thing, was to split the last book into 2 parts, right? The Hobbit technically split that 1 book into 3 movies, but it at least drew from other elements of Tolkien's world, right? So it, like, made sense. I love the Hunger Games. Katniss Everdeen is the GOAT. Katniss is... like an unparalleled character in my mind. Like, I will say, like, watching it back, like, seeing the way certain characters, like, behave and everything, I'm like, it's interesting to see it from this point of view. I will say, it also reaffirms to me that Finnick is my fucking guy. I love Finnick, right? Finnick will forever be my boy, right? Like, I love Finnick. Peeta is just... such a sweetheart. Katniss is so strong and cool. Joanna is badass. And Gale can go fuck himself. I know I'm trying to swear less, but he deserves that. Gale sucks. I cannot stand Gale. Like, rewatching these movies, I'm like, man, I hate Gale. Like, it's like, man, I really don't like Gale. He's not to say that he's a bad character, because I genuinely don't think there's a poorly written character in Hunger Games. That's just my opinion. Before anybody comes at me saying, like, Hunger Games isn't that good. I love it. I think the Hunger Games is an underrated, like, we should be talking about Hunger Games more than we talk about Harry Potter. Just saying, right? Like, I think it's a much better written series. I think it actually does a lot of, like, its storytelling. Like, when it comes to the YA books, Hunger Games is the top dog, in my opinion. We all love Twilight because it's silly and goofy and it's fun. But, like, the Hunger Games, we do not talk about that enough. Like, we don't talk about how good Hunger Games is. I'm starting to see it a little bit more recently because obviously we're getting Sunrise on the Reaping coming out soon, which is going to be about Haymitch's games and the first quarter quell. So, like, the second quarter quell. So, like, that's going to be pretty cool. So, like, I do think, like, you're seeing Hunger Games be slowly recognized as, like, this was, like, a top series. Like, we do not talk about Hunger Games as much as we probably should, right? So that, I like seeing that, like that element of, like, people on TikTok, people on Twitter, like, book talk, book Twitter, like everybody like talking about Hunger Games again, and it just makes me happy, you know. I have a Mockingjay pin. I want a Mockingjay pin. I can't whistle very well. But yeah, like it was well, also the scene of Katniss, like, you see that? Fire's catching. And if we burn, you burn with us. Right? I was like, damn, Katniss, let's go. Also, Buttercup is the cat of all time, okay? Buttercup is the cat of all time. I will hear no arguments on that. They made Buttercup a little too cute, though, because in the books, Buttercup's supposed to be, like, a really, like, mangy cat. But in the movies, I'm like, Buttercup is adorable. Like, they made Buttercup, like, he's too cute. He's way too cute, right? Also, the way they end Mockingjay. I won't spoil it for anybody who's never seen Mockingjay or, like, the Hunger Games in general. The way Mockingjay ends... Holy shit, I forgot how just like, oh, what the fuck, like the end of the first Mockingjay film is. Like, oh my god. What an ending, right? Like, crazy ending. And sets you up really well for the final movie. But yeah, the parallels between Buttercup and Katniss are so good. It's so interesting how they, like, yeah, they properly, like, explain where Katniss is at through the friggin' cat. Like, it's so funny. But it's also, like, yeah, just, like, really damn good storytelling. The way they're both feral, their relationship to Prim, the external characters, the way they external characters see them, yet hate and see them hate yet pity them. Like, it's like I could go off about Hunger Games because it's such a good series. I also love Haymitch. Like, rewatching it, I've been like, oh yeah, Haymitch is that guy. Like, I forget how much I love Haymitch. And Plutarch is so interesting. He's like Shigure. Plutarch is the Shigure of Hunger Games. If you know Fruits Basket, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Plutarch Heavensby. I believe that's his name. Plutarch is the Shigure Soma of the Hunger Games. Suzanne Collins writes so insanely well. I follow this one literature teacher on TikTok that's reading the Hunger Games with her students, and it's perfect. She's so good. Like, Suzanne Collins is so good. What would be your main weapon? A spear. I'd have a spear, right? And I wouldn't get shot like friggin' Marvel did in the first film. Dummy, don't throw your damn javelin. Like, I understand it's a javelin, you're supposed to throw it, but, like, that's not a javelin, that's a fucking spear, and he threw it like an idiot. And he could have just, like, I know that people are like, what was he supposed to do? He threw it like an idiot. Don't run at the girl with the fucking bow! Like, dummy. Finnick, I would have a trident. I would, no joke, have a trident. Well, Poseidon would have a trident, right? Like, I would have to have the spear, right? But, yeah. The only, like, I will say, if I were allowed to have a trident, I would. In honor of my boy Finnick, you know? The Hunger Games author is very underrated. She is incredibly underrated. There is a difference between throwing spears and stabby spears. That's what I mean. He had a fucking stabby spear. I'm like, that is not a javelin. That is a spear. And he just fucking whipped that shit. I'm like, you dumbass! And then he immediately dies. But the stupid asshole hit friggin' Rue. Ugh. They might have survived if they had listened to you. Okay, you want to hear something crazy? I think some of you guys know when it comes to fiction, I like my bad guys, right? I like my bad guys. In the first Hunger Games, I was actually, like, really into... I liked the psychology of Cato a lot. Cato's an interesting character to me. I'm not saying he should have lived, for the record. I'm just saying Cato's really interesting. Cato and, what is her name? His, the girl who was, like, from his district. I have to look it up. Cato, Hunger Games. The girl was from, like, his district. I just do not remember this girl's name. What does it say? Yeah, let's see. Maybe if I just look up 74th. Clove. Clove. That's right. Clove. Okay. Clove and Kato. First of all, Clove is a awful person. Do not get it twisted, right? Clove and Kato are bad people. Do not misunderstand what I am saying, right? Like, they are bad people and deserved what happened, right? Do not get it twisted, right? But Foxface was great, too. I loved Foxface. I think the first games had, like, the best cast, in my opinion. Like, I do think the cast was best in that. But I will say, a lot of the characters they introduced in Mockingjay, I was like, I forgot how fun these characters were. Like, they are very cool characters, right? But Clove and Kato, Clove and fucking Kato, and you can't convince me otherwise, are meant to parallel Katniss and Peeta. And I know that sounds weird, but like the moment where like you see Clove like getting upset that Kato is spending time with the girl from District 2, right? She's like upset and annoyed, right? Like, ugh, right? Like she's getting annoyed. And then the last thing Clove says before she dies is her crying out for Kato, right? Like she's screaming for Kato. But they're meant to show you that even if Katniss and Peeta were top tier trained, right? They would never survive the games together. It had to be them in District 12, Katniss and Peeta. It would never have worked with anyone else, right? Like it had to be them, right? Like, and it's like, it's heartbreaking, right? Like, oh no, I didn't see it Big Bro Little Sis. I didn't see Clove and Kato Big Bro Little Sis. Like, unless, are they related? Hang on, let me look that up. I didn't know, I didn't think they were related. Hang on. I don't think they're related. Hang on, I'm looking at it. I don't think they're related. No, I don't think they're related. Oh no, see, I saw it as like she was into Kato, Kato was into the girl from District 2, right? Like, so for her, she's like, why am I feeling like this? Like, why am I upset that he's spending time with this girl? But Clove is so hyper-focused, like Joy says, like so hyper-focused on like, I was raised for this purpose. I am going to survive this, right? Yeah, they were raised for the game, right? Yeah, like, and then, yeah, Kato cried because he's like, fuck, like, and then at the end, like, I'm already dead anyway. Like, that's what made my heart break for Kato, is like, go ahead, kill me, it's fine. I'm already dead anyway, right? Like, I'll kill him, and then you'll kill me, and it doesn't matter to me. I'm already dead anyway, right? Like, because he's dead on the inside. He's upset that Katniss and Peeta get to have this stupid little happily ever after, but he never paid attention to the fact that Clove had any interest in him, and if he had just kept her alive, maybe they could have gotten out together. He's already dead, right? Like that's like, that's my fanon version of it, for the record. That is not canon, but that's always how I saw Clove and Kato. Like, is just like, I'm already dead, right? Like, that, when you think about it from that lens, like go into my brain space. You may enter my wisdom brain. That kills me. That breaks my heart when I think about it like that. You know what? I'm going to write Hunger Games into the good category because I'm paying attention to the concurrent viewers, and for some reason, it's going up when we talk about Hunger Games. So I'm gonna write Hunger Games. I should just write, like, YA novels, but it might just be specifically Hunger Games. I don't know. But, yeah. Gotta keep notes. If I enter your brain, I will eat it from the inside. You may nom on my brains. I am a god. I will heal. It is fine. Speaking of YA and gods, did you know that despite the fact that I am Pallas Athena, I never actually read or watched anything from Percy Jackson. I know nothing about Percy Jackson, like literally nothing. I don't know if it's worth diving into or not. Do tell. But apparently we're in book club mode right now. I cannot believe this. Yeah, never seen anything from it. Maybe I would get some wisdom if I ate your brain. You can nom upon the brain, that's fine. I'm back to spread the good word of Rick and inject 100% caffeine into both of your bloodstreams. We are welcome, BB. Damn. I also missed the train. I only read the first book and saw the movie. Have you seen Epic the Musical? Yes, I have seen Epic the Musical. I love Epic the Musical. But no, I've never experienced Percy Jackson. Is it worth it to read the books, or should I watch like that new Disney Plus show? Which one should I do? Like if I'm gonna get into it. You're most generous. You're welcome. You're so welcome. My friends do be very much into Percy Jackson. It's like I want to at least try to experience it. Read the books. All right, I may have to read the books. Vivi, thank you for gifting a Memby to Sebastian. Why, Dio? Vivi, thank you. I haven't read it in forever. Used to be absolutely addicted to it until around the middle of the Apollo saga. No clue if it's worth rereading just because the writing might be a little too juvenile. Well, that's what I'm worried about, is that the writing might be a little bit like, okay, this is definitely like aimed at a younger audience. But if I go into it with that knowledge, I should probably be okay, you know? The books have more details, or so I've heard. Okay, the books, but the movies are good. Okay, like I'll definitely I'll probably go with books in mind, right? Like I'll definitely go with like I'll read the books first. There is like a bookstore near me, so I should probably go down there, pick up some of the books. Anyway, always read the books first, except for anything from a certain British twat. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, before I forget, two things. One is funny, one is not. The first being Duggadoo. Duggadoo, Duggadoo, Dugga Dugga Duggadoo, 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 Dugga Dugga Duggadoo. If you don't know what Duggadoo is, you haven't watched the most recent episode of Doctor Who. Please type in Duggadoo. After this stream, not right now. Apparently, Duggadoo was not in the script. Murray Gold, the composer for Doctor Who for ages now, is just a crazy person and created Duggadoo just for fun. So that's the thing. The books were fun, but that was ages ago. There's no library nearby. Unfortunately, not. And then the other thing that I would like to discuss very briefly, because we try to keep it positive around here, but it's hard to be positive about this. Captain Gantu, not in the upcoming Lilo and Stitch film. You know, the bad guy, not in the upcoming live action. I am so glad that Disney has decided to not do live actions after these movies come out. I think it's this one and one other one. Hang on. I think it's Lilo and Stitch and I think Moana. Disney live actions over. Disney is temporarily pausing live action remakes, citing the underperformance of Snow White and other factors. While they are still moving forward with upcoming projects like Lilo and Stitch and Moana, development on a Tangled live action has been halted. The future of live action remakes will likely depend on these upcoming releases. I want to be positive, because you guys know I love Disney. I like being upbeat and positive. However, like, I am confused with the decisions. Good choice, Disney. I agree. For the record, I think the remakes have been more, like, they've been hit or miss, but far more miss than hit, if that makes any sense. Pausing, they say. Let's be honest, they know the hate they've been getting. It's been bad. It's been bad. I stopped watching Doctor Who when they switched out the main character, but I heard the most recent ones are good. Okay, so very quickly, just for anyone who doesn't know about Doctor Who, that is totally normal. Doctor Who doesn't necessarily switch out the main character. The Doctor regenerates. So this is the 15th incarnation of the Doctor, because the Doctor, when he's dying, regenerates, and when he regenerates, he ends up taking on like a different face. So it's the same guy. It's the same guy. It's just when he regenerates, he gets some slight personality quirks that are like unique to that particular version of the Doctor, and the face is different, right? That's like, so like they didn't switch out the main character. The Doctor is still the Doctor, right? Wait, what are they? I have no idea. It was completely their choice of who they cast and how they made the movie. So they're the ones to blame. That's what I mean. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm not like, I don't know what to think. Because I'm like, Gantu is so important to that first movie. I don't understand taking him out. And then Pleakley not cross-dressing is odd to me. Like, yeah, Pleakley's not gonna, we're not gonna have Pleakley in dresses and wigs. I have a question for Pleakley. Do you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs? Some people got that, some people didn't. The underperformance of Snow White was the nail in the coffin, but to be fair, that coffin had been getting nailed in since the first live-action movie, pretty much. They took out Gantu? Yeah, Gantu's not in this. Gantu's not in it. Pleakley's not cross-dressing. I have no idea who the villain is. Like, no idea who's... Like, my guess is that the quote-unquote villain is just gonna be Jumba. Like, so Gantu never shows up. And it's just Jumba trying to get Stitch back. And then eventually, like, the intergalactic... I forget what they're called. Like, they just come and take him away, and then Jumba feels bad and goes and saves him, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Like, you know, they accidentally get Lilo, and then Stitch and Jumba have to, like, work together to get Lilo back, I guess. I don't know. I don't get it. Removing Gantu is so weird to me. I can't even wrap my head around it. I think it's Bubbles based on the trailer. If they make Bubbles the villain, that is so weird on so many levels. That's so weird. I really hope they don't do that. They took out two of the most defining features of Lilo and Stitch. I have no clue what the plot is going to be. Well, that's what I mean. I'm just like confused. I don't like being negative necessarily, but like I am just like very confused as to like what is even the point of this movie. I just don't understand like what the point of this movie is. And the director also seems to be confused as to what the point of the movie is, because he literally tweeted out, "I tried," and it's just like footage of Pleakley in a dress. And it's like, why take that out of the film? I don't understand. Like, why take all the things, like all the cool quirks about Lilo and Stitch, and just make it like, isn't that a wacky looking dog? Like, that's, like, I don't understand. I don't understand. It just seems weird to me. It just raises too many questions. The whole point of this movie was the three parties wanting Stitch, Lilo wanting to keep him, Gantu wanting to execute him, and Jumba wanting to keep him as his experiment. Exactly, right? So I'm like, you took out one of the three elements of it. It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand. I don't understand. What I do understand is that this sounds like a lovely place for us to wrap up our coffee date. This sounds like a lovely place for us to wrap up our coffee date. Let's end on a happy note though. Hey, BBs. Ara. There you go. You get an ara. I gift you an ara. You may have an ara. I haven't seen any Disney live action, so I wouldn't know. They're not great. They're not terrible, but they're not great. It just feels like a kind of a waste of time. IMHO. But, happy note, Rick is best boy. Rick is not best boy. Rick is the opposite of best boy. But, everybody, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the coffee shop to hang out with me. You know, for being here. You guys know I'm a bit of a hikikomori, so I don't really like leaving my house. But, you know, this was fun. This was fun. You can call the cops now, because we're about to get out of here. Let's get out of here, babies. Let's go. Run, babies. Run. And until next time, hoot hoot to you. End of line.